Et bonsoir, et après une période de stream, de jeux pas vraiment indés, notamment la bêta de Shadowland et à peu près, enfin ouais, on va pas dire tout, mais bien 80% de Death Stranding, on se retrouve ce soir sur un jeu indé qui est assez récent, qui est sorti à la milieu du mois précédent, je crois entre le 10 ou le 16 juillet, je sais plus trop. Beyond the Steel Sky, je sais pas du tout à quoi m'attendre. Voilà, j'ai reçu la version de test pour le coup. Je l'avais demandé, hein, ceci dit, parce que le jeu effectivement m'avait intéressé, mais pour le coup je m'en souviens plus, j'ai pas eu le temps de re-regarder les trailers et de savoir de quoi il s'agit exactement. Donc ça va vraiment être soirée découverte en l'occurrence. Alors est-ce qu'il y a des trucs à gérer? Non, on est à peu près bon. Bon bah feu, hein. Sans plus attendre, j'ai envie de dire.
I'd already decided it was going to be my last night in Max's village. I was sorry to be leaving, but I was restless again.
Beware! The day grows dark, and demons stalk the gap by night.
Harsh old woman, stop your superstitious nonsense. Besides, this is the best time of day for fishing, eh, Marlowe?
Yes, Dad. Look, Foster! I use these broken sensors to make a fish alarm. It detects the fish before it bites.
Nice work, Milo.
Milo was just like me as a boy, and the tech skills I'd taught him would help the village after I left.
Do you really have to go, Foster? How can we ever pay you back for all you've done?
It's been my pleasure, Max. One of Anita's pies will be payment enough.
I owed the Gap folks so much. My first tribe fostered me when I was orphaned all those years ago. They taught me how to recycle tech scavenged from city dumps. Soon, I even built myself a playmate.
I'm your friend. Call me Joey.
Joey and I were always together. As I grew, I upgraded him. He became the best friend I ever had. But then...
Foster! Foster, wake up! The sensors detect a fish. It's a big one.
What the?
It was no fish.
Max, keep back! Marlo!
C'est effectivement un gros poisson.
What are they?
Max! Drop him, you...
Dad! Foster! Help me! Help me!
Milo had gone. The machine, too.
Mais j'ai un doigt.
Riders had left something behind.
Max? Milo? What's happened, Foster? Where's my son? Max? Max? Oh, no! I told them! I told them there were demons stalking the dark!
The stalker that attacked us was a machine, not a demon.
Please, Foster, I don't understand. What happened?
I told Anita everything I could, though I knew very little. Max was barely conscious. I could only hope that with Anita's loving care, he would recover. As for me, I had to follow Milo and his captors immediately.
I'll bring Milo home, Anita. I promise.
Thank you, Foster. I know you will.
Dawn was breaking as I left the village. The featureless wastes of the Gap stretched away from me. Night followed day, then day dawned once more. Time lost meaning as the tracks beckoned me ever forward. Determination had long replaced sadness. Whatever it took, I would find Milo. The tracks were barely visible now, blurred by the wind. But I was sure I'd reach their destination soon. Then I saw the thing I feared the most approaching. Sandstorm. I battled forward, but now could only guess that my direction was correct. I decided to save my energy and sank into an exhausted sleep. Maybe the old woman was right. Maybe demons did stalk the gap. For as it shrieked and thundered around me, the storm brought back my nightmare once more. Union City security was attacking. As my tribe screamed in terror, I salvaged Joey's motherboard. Taken captive, I couldn't save my village. But I survived when the security copter crashed, entering Union City. On the run, I soon got Joey working. Upgraded yet again, he helped me overthrow the evil that ran the city. As I left, I told him to make the citizens happy. Union City was no place for me. I wanted to be where I could do most good, helping the scattered people of the Gap. I woke to find the storm had passed.
Mais c'est un jeu ou une BD interactive en
But
fait?
not without finishing its cruel work. The tracks were gone. I was lost, and so, I feared, was Milo. Then, I heard them. Gang birds.
C'est quand même con de raconter
Scavengers. And
tout
in
un
this
pan
wasteland,
d'un truc qu'on
that
aurait
meant
pu
only
jouer quoi.
one
Enfin,
thing.
je dis ça. Donc laissez-moi deviner, le grand méchant en fait c'est Joey. Parce qu'il n'y a pas de raison qu'il nous parle de son robot à 4 reprises.
Despair turned to hope. I was sure that if I could find where the stalker had gone, I would find Milo. Then, in the distance, I saw a girl crouching over a body.
Ouais, alors ZQSD en fait c'est ouais, c'est toujours pareil. Alors est-ce qu'on peut modifier audio vidéo jeu? Non, non plus. Bon, on va passer le clavier en anglais, j'ai pas le choix. Parce qu'en fait on fait la trad d'un jeu mais en français, mais on n'est pas foutu de modifier le clavier en conséquence. Ah oui, sauf que mon Windows a pas envie de bosser. Alors, ça, c'est le seul petit souci. Ah là là, je vous jure. Alors, petit hop là. Bon, bah j'ai pas le droit de changer de langue. Ok. Est-ce que ça marche à la manette votre truc? Oui, on va le faire à la manette. Si c'est que ça.
girl was holding a device to the lifeless hand.
Hey, excuse me.
Who the hell are you?
I'm searching for a vehicle that...
No! Damn birds!
Wait, I just...
Whatever that device was, the bird had it now.
On va quand même faire un changement parce que ça rame un peu sur le stream. Alors, option, vidéo, on va réduire. Un tantinet.
No way I was going to get between those birds and their feast. A corpse lay propped against a rock.
Je vais essayer d'y mettre encore moins d'énergie.
There were few things that would scare gangs, and a crowbar was not one of them. I would need to find another solution. I needed to check out that body. It was the only clue I had.
D'accord, donc tu veux vraiment faire demi-tour et tu veux vraiment rester dans cette zone et pas aller ailleurs, très bien.
I needed to check out that body.
Oui, c'est bon, tu me saoules.
I was short on food, but maybe I had something in my bag I could spare.
Ça c'est le jeu qui veut jouer tout seul en fait.
The girl had been doing something to the guy's hand. I wondered what. He'd clearly been dead for days. The logo. I'd seen it before. On the androids that had taken Milo. The girl was my only lead. I had to follow her. Union City. I was back. Over the years, I'd heard rumors of how the city had thrived since I'd left Joey in charge. I was finally going to see for myself.
Huh? Halt!
Welcome, unregistered Gaplander.
Well, hi. And you are?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. To commence your Union City registration, please make your way to the immigration terminal.
That's okay, I'm not here to register. I'm looking for...
If you're looking for the immigration terminal, it's right over there. Thank you.
Can you help me find a missing kid?
You want to file a missing persons report? Go register.
So how do I register?
Easy. Just go to the immigration terminal and you'll get a U-chip for your temporary ID. The correct route is indicated by these signs.
Sounds easy.
It is. Without it, you won't be able to interact with any of the Minos devices in this area.
What's this Minos you mentioned?
Minos is the interconnected computer system that is everywhere and controls everything.
Everything? That sounds very similar to Link.
For the convenience of all citizens. And, word to the wise, no U-chip, no access to the Minos devices. Not even the vending machines. So go register.
How do I get to immigration?
The terminal is at the wall end of the garden. The correct route is indicated by these signs. Soon as you've registered, you can access the Minos devices.
I've never seen a droid like you.
And I've never seen a Gaplander like you.
I bet. And what is it you do?
I tell Gaplanders like you to visit the immigration terminal and register.
Let me know how that goes. I'm looking for a vehicle that maybe came this way.
A vehicle? Well, this is a freight entrance. So, you're in the right place.
Right. I need to find a boy called Milo. He was...
What you need to find is the immigration terminal. It's right over there.
What exactly is a U-chip?
Don't they teach you Gaplanders anything? A U-chip stores your ID and personal data in a micro-implant. The immigration terminal is easy to find. What's keeping you? The correct route is indicated by these signs.
Thanks for your time.
Enjoyed every minute of it. How can I be of assistance?
It was a tire or modern art. I couldn't tell which. Whatever it was trying to detect, I didn't have one. I guess this was the immigration terminal.
Welcome to the Union City Registration Terminal. Please place your hand below to receive your U-chip implant. U-chip implant successful. You are now registered with Union
A
City.
U-chip had been implanted into the palm of my hand. I wasn't sure how it was going to
Alors les gants, balèze hein.
Authorized citizen ID required. Authorized citizen ID required.
I'd learned to think twice before just slapping my hand on something.
C'est moi qui bug ou c'est le jeu là? Mais... Et pourquoi tu guides toujours... C'est incroyable. Ah, il y a la souris qui fait chier. Ok.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
The machine ejected a garish, beclowned can of soda labeled Spankles.
Citizen, welcome to the Abridged Audiovisual Union City Fact File. The Union City walls were forged in 1994 by a small team of resilient workers. A common misconception is that the team was formed of Australian citizens. This couldn't be further from the truth. The city wall was constructed using British steel imported, along with workers, from Hull in the United Kingdom. Many of the citizens of Union City can trace their ancestry back to that small and very dedicated group of immigrants. This concludes your requested fact. Please return for an all-new Union City fact. And remember, be vigilant. This message is sponsored by the Ministry of Comfort.
It was a statue of my friend Joey. I couldn't imagine why they would have erected it. If Milo had been taken this way, I was sure Joey would help me find him. I needed to find someone around here who'd seen the stalker. The hologram showed a young woman in uniform.
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Welcome to Union City. My name is Greta. It is my duty and pleasure to... How may I help you today?
So is Joey still running things around here?
He was, until just a few years ago.
That doesn't sound good. Hope he didn't screw things up.
Not at all, sir. Joey the Savior was a great leader. Citizen happiness reached unprecedented levels.
Good to hear it. I happen to be an old friend of his.
Oh, we're all friends of Joey, sir. Gone but not forgotten.
A child has been kidnapped from my village.
From your village? Was the child a registered citizen of Union City?
No, his name is Milo, and...
Polite apology. Minos could only concern itself with registered citizens.
I was hoping you'd be able to help.
And isn't hope a wonderful thing? In the meantime, do you have any other queries?
I'm looking for a vehicle. Has anything come through here?
No.
You haven't seen a weird vehicle with legs instead of wheels?
Polite apology. I cannot discuss the details of other visitors' vehicular movements.
But this vehicle, it kidnapped a child.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
A child has been kidnapped from my village.
From your... Was...
No, his...
And isn't hope a wonderful thing? In the meantime, do you have any other queries?
Have a nice day.
Maintenant que j'ai trouvé le bouton pour passer les dialogues, j'aime mieux vous dire ça va y aller. Hein.
He was a scruffy-looking technician. Excuse me.
Oh, hello, visitor.
What's up with your bollard? Maybe I can help.
You?
Sure.
Hey, listen, Mr. Gaplander. It's totally cute that you want to help. But this mechanism's a teeny bit more advanced than what you're used to.
You'd be surprised. I'm pretty handy with these sorts of things.
Sorry, got to get back to this bollard. It ain't gonna fix itself.
The bridge seemed to be operated by some sort of hand scanner.
Error. Bollard malfunction.
The bridge appeared to still be broken. One of the posts was jammed. I called upon my extensive background in engineering.
Cliché.
Well, hey, it's working. Hey, we fixed it.
Yeah, piece of cake.
Dude, council sure is shining in my direction today. Do you know how many times I've scanned this thing? The last scan must have done the trick. You see, I'm the diagnostician and tech expert around here. Name's Hobsworth. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a vehicle that might have passed this way.
What kind of vehicle?
Well, I didn't get a good look, but I know it.
Legs? Word to the...
Not this one. It walked on the sand.
Whoa, that doesn't... And I've got more magazines under my bed than you can even imagine.
About this missing kid.
Dude, word of advice, huh? Since you're new here?
Okay.
Look, maybe kidnapping is the sort of thing you people do in the Gap. But this is Union City, man.
Gotcha. Thanks. So what's your deal, Hobsworth?
I am a
And what exactly does a diagnostician do?
I find problems.
And fix them?
No, I just diagnose them. Minos fixes them.
It's really important I find...
Why?
Because it kidnapped it.
Well, that's the Gap for you. It's like the Wild West, but, you know...
I know it sounds crazy, but I've been
Nah, if it's missing children you're looking for, you best try the Gap, not here. Good day now.
Work order.
Excuse me?
Well, hey...
Well, I...
Great. Oh, by the way...
Yes, of course. No problem. Tell me about Joey.
Praise Joey. Not a day goes by where I don't thank him for the happiness and prosperity he brought to Union City.
Joey and I go way back. We must be talking about the same one.
Well, it depends. Our Joey was kind, benevolent, generous, firm, resolute, moral, magnanimous, proactive, and a friend to all citizens alike. Does that sound like your Joey?
My Joey was more of a sarcastic pain in the... But he was my best friend. Do you need technical expertise to be a diagnostician?
Of course! You need to know exactly where to point your scanner. See, I come to work, and I pick up my scanner here, and then I report the problem. My interventions are key to the smooth running of Union City.
Nice jacket.
Oh, thanks. I like yours too.
See you around, Hobsworth.
Oh, before I forget, I really appreciate your patience back there when I was fixing the bridge. Let me thank you properly. Give me your hand.
Okay.
There you go. Your kudos just got a boost.
Thanks, I think.
Keep a smile on your face.
Work order. Work order.
There was something strange about the water. And there was an unmistakable smell of ozone. Up close, I could see the water was holographically concealing an electric fence? I recognized the girl. She was the one who'd run away from me earlier. Excuse me. Hello?
You!
Me what?
You're the guy in the desert.
And you're the girl with the corpse.
Okay, first of all, that guy was dead long before I got there. And second of all, it's your fault Big Steve stole my deed.
Lost your what? To who?
Do you realize how much potential trade you've cost me?
Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ugh. I trade. I'm a trader. Name's Ember.
What were you doing out there in the desert with that corpse?
Mister, are you looking to trade something or what?
Trade?
Trade, you know, tech, gadgets, knickknacks from the Gap or the city. That's what I do. I collect stuff, sell stuff, trade stuff. Only, since you're interfering, let Big Steve fly off with my deed, it'll be a while before I can make proper trades again. Now excuse me.
What's a deet?
My deed, man. DTT. Data transfer tool. Deet.
What's the deed for?
Duh, transferring data. That's what I was doing with that dead fella. Transferring his citizen ID for trading, yeah? You distracted me, and Big Steve nabbed it and flew off. Like I said, thanks.
Who's Big Steve?
You see all these birds all over the place? Big Steve's the purple one, with a beak full of my deet.
Did you see a strange vehicle come through this way?
Strange? You mean like that stinky one there?
No, this one had legs.
Not seen anything like that. Maybe you didn't either, crazy guy.
I'm not crazy.
Sure you're not.
I just need to know if you've seen a
You're looking in the... Only boys around here are Pixel and Voxel. And the only thing they're missing is a few screws.
Are you sure you haven't seen...
Kinda hard to get lost in a crowd here. This place... So no, I haven't seen your kid.
What do you trade?
Like I said, sometimes people from out... Second one doesn't happen very often since... But it happens.
Suppose a guy from outside...
Until Big Steve took my deed, that is.
So are you digging that guy's U-chip?
What? No. I cloned his ID data on...
What happens later?
Well, you know, maybe someone doesn't want to be found. I do swapsies.
For a price?
Yeah.
I got a U-chip with a temporary ID from over there.
Good for you,
Can I get into the city?
No. And yes. And no.
Break that down for me.
No, a temp ID so they can keep track of you around here. Won't get you inside. Yes, I could deet that corpse's ID onto a U-chip. And no, because as you well know, my deet's been eaten.
Tell me about this.
Simple. At least I did, until Big Steve grabbed it.
What were you doing out there?
I told you, or only now, Big Steve has my deed, and ipso facto, the ID.
Any idea whose body that was out there?
Dunno.
How do you know?
'Cause I got the citizen's ID from his U-chip. Duh.
That's all for now.
Anytime. Come back.
For someone with a business interest in dead bodies, she seemed pretty normal. A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires. A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires. Grabbit's independent traders. I bought from sketchier places out in the Gap.
Alors, faut que je trouve un gros oiseau mauve. On va discuter avec toi d'abord.
Hey, kid.
Hey, weird guy.
My name's not Weird Guy.
I'm Pixel. It's easy to remember because it rhymes with pickle.
So it does. I'm Foster.
I'll remember that easy because your name rhymes with fossil and you're old.
Thanks, kid. What's wrong with the roundabout?
It sucks. Stupid Mr. Hobbsworth put a chain on it. He said it was for safety, then he dropped the chain on his foot.
What's your story, Pixel?
Well, I'm 8 years old, and my birthday is in only 64 days. I'm really good at math, and I can even lift my sister. And she's super fat.
Very comprehensive.
Yep. Anything I can help you with today?
Did a vehicle come through?
Maybe. How...
Like, tuna?
Oh, then But wait. My brother, Vauxhall, he saw this giant monster.
What kind of monster?
Like a totally huge...
Huge?
I mean, Vauxhall says it's totally huge. In Embassy...
Well...
I don't know what to believe.
Who's Vauxhall?
My brother, remember?
Can I talk to him?
I guess. But he's not his friend. Real question is, will he talk to you? Won't speak...
Can you tell me where to find...
Nuh-uh. You got... I don't know if I can trust you right now.
Your roundabout probably has a chain on it for a reason.
Yeah, and that reason... Can you fix it?
I'm looking for a boy...
You're asking the right guy. I remember every face that's come...
Yeah?
Like... How recently we...
Sometime over the
Oh. Didn't know. Haven't seen no kids.
What's this about a...
Right, so my brother Vauxhall and we had been playing this massive game of buzzsaws and dynamos, so I was like, wah! But,
The giant...
Oh yeah, right. So, later that night, he wakes me up screaming about how...
And?
That's the end of my story. Don't tell Ember I told you.
Listen, about this...
Jeez, man. Why are you so obsessed with monsters? They're not real.
You sure you have...
Nope, definitely.
What about anything
Suspicious? Tall, wearing a big coat, and...
I see.
And his name was...
I got the joke, kid. What's wrong?
Like...
Yeah.
I told you, man.
Will you tell me where your brother is? Maybe we can help each other.
Nuh-uh. You gotta... I don't know if I can trust you right now.
What do you do here?
Well, me and my brother and my sister usually live in a tribe. What? But it's like so...
I can see why. This vehicle.
Vehicles don't have legs.
This one did. Your brother saw...
Yeah!
No.
A very small daddy long legs.
No.
I caught a daddy. What was your question?
See you around.
Call it if you need... Come on, let's go. Yeah. Push me.
Hey, kid.
Push me. Push me.
I've got things to do.
Push me.
Hey, kid.
Push me. Push me.
I've got...
Push me.
En général, les choses sont par trois. Ah bah là, elles vont par deux.
Hey, me again.
Wanna push me on the swings?
Maybe later. Will you tell me where your brother is hiding?
Maybe. Yeah, okay. You done me a favor. He's hiding in a bench in the garden. I told him I wouldn't tell no one, but you seem okay.
Bye.
Okay.
A sand pit. In the desert. The irony sure wasn't lost on me. There was a strange smell, and it was coming from the truck.
Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck. The guy looked like he'd been out in the sun a bit too long. Smelled like it, too. Sir, excuse me, sir. Are you...
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying.
No, I'm not selling any...
A likely story. Name's Wendell. Joe Wendell.
Nice to meet you.
That remains to be seen.
I don't want to alarm you, but there's a strange odor wafting from the back of your truck.
I don't smell out.
Really? Because it's like...
Except the splendid scent of tasty mini Ks, the finest organic knackverse the Gap has to offer.
Don't believe me? Look at those gangs. They love my knackverse. Can't chase them away.
So, your truck is full of... mini knockwurst?
You betcha. Mini K, best in the Gap. Even contains some real meat. You're welcome to take a handful. Back of the truck's open, although the doors like to play silly beggars.
Oh?
Requires a special technique. Ritual, you could call it.
Ritual?
Aye. Now listen carefully. Step 1, give the bumper a wallop. Step 2, do a little jig. Step 3, pull the door and jerk it hard.
Je pense qu'on peut se passer l'étape 2.
Wallop, jig, pull. That it?
That's it, lad. And remember the order.
Listen, you have...
Pin...
No, he was...
Oh, you're not the first I've heard talking about kids going missing. Have you asked those kids over by the playground? They've been here a lot longer than me.
How long have you been...
Lost count, but the delicious aroma...
Aren't you worried that they...
Oh, nothing that a healthy chlorine wash won't fix.
I'm looking for a vehicle.
Well, mate, today's your lucky day. This.
No, I'm looking...
But Brute, all he needs is his pap.
The vehicle I'm looking for had 4 legs and...
A vehicle with legs? Think you've got bats in your belfry, mate.
Any vehicles come through here recently? Specifically, the 4-legged variety.
The only thing's been through here recently are birds, bad smells.
See, I've been following these tracks.
All right, pal. Didn't ask for your life story.
Your truck's powered.
Aye. There was a sandstorm put the bridge over yonder, trying to keep the mini-kit. I wasn't stingy on the aircon, mind, or the mug. Anyway, 13.7, and they still haven't fixed that.
And you've been sat here?
No choice, until they send someone...
Have you spoken to...
Didn't I say someone... That muffin doesn't know a panhard rod from a Chapman strut.
Those...
As I say, grab an handful. Truck's open.
Mind if I take a look at the power cell?
Hobbsworth has it. Told me.
Great.
About a mil... My guess is it's either gathering dust or it's being ground to dust.
I'll leave you be.
I'm fine.
Ok, donc faut recharger la batterie pour obtenir les snacks, pour avoir le droit de récupérer le machin de la fille qui du coup nous fera swapper, qui du coup nous fera passer la porte. Enfin voilà quoi. Enfin, on est sur de l'habituel, on va dire.
Hobbsworth, was it?
Ah, hello again, stranger.
How are things going with Wendell's power cell?
It's...
But how long until it...
It's hard to say, but it's on my list.
Any updates on...
Not yet, but I'll get onto it soon.
See you around.
Keep us...
Alors, faut trouver le gamin qui est sous un banc, ou sur un banc, ou dans un banc. Pour recharger la batterie, ça va se jouer là, hein. Voilà, on le sait.
It looked like the sculpture had seen better days. Unless that was the intention. I hadn't seen one of these terminals in 10 years. Link. The evil behind everything that happened all those years ago. The attack on my village. The death of my mother. Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out.
Donc le plan est clair, il faut juste que je trouve le gamin en premier. Où est-ce qu'il est? Pourrait-il qu'il soit là? J'en doute fortement.
Voxel was hiding out in the makeshift den.
Ah si, c'est bien là.
Hello, Voxel.
What?
My name is Foster. I've just got a few questions. I'm looking for a missing kid. His name is
And my...
Have you seen him?
No, I haven't seen anything. I've been in this for...
Safe from what?
The monster.
Voxel, about this... Truth is, I'm a monster hunter. I've been tracking a monster across the desert for days. I think he came through here. And I'm looking for someone brave enough to see it and live to tell the tale.
I saw it.
Can you describe it?
It was big and beastie, and it eats children, and I could hear the screaming, and it was fast and dark and silent.
Slow down, one thing at a time.
It was big, like a giant dog.
A giant dog? That sounds like what I'm after. Did you see any children?
No, but I heard them. I heard kids crying inside its tummy.
And where did it go?
It sneaked off. After that, I got in here.
You've been in here for 2 days?
Still alive, aren't I?
This giant dog.
I was playing buzzsaws and dynamos with Pixel. Then, in the night, I woke up. Like feet padding along the road. Big feet. I ran over here and...
And you've been in...
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Any ideas on...
People go in and out. Are you gonna go in?
Sure am. Then I'm gonna bring...
You will?
Thanks.
A firecracker. I was gonna... But you can have it.
What do I do with...
I don't know. But cover your ears.
Can you tell me more?
Only that I heard them inside the monster.
What do I...
Whatever you want. It makes a scary...
Do you know how I can get inside?
I already said. You need to get across the river and through the big doors.
Did anyone...
No, but you do.
Don't worry, Voxel. I'm on the hunt. How long ago?
2.
And you've been...
Yeah. I'm hungry. Hey, I'm Mr. Hobbs, he doesn't usually...
Ah, understood. Voxel's giant dog sounded a lot like the stalker that had taken Milo. Now I was sure that the stalker had entered the city. There had to be a way in through the main gates. Hey, Hobsworth.
Hey, what can I do for you?
So, you have...
Nothing like... Sorry.
About this missing...
I can't... Now, it makes me kind of uncomfortable, you know what I mean?
This may sound like a stupid question, but...
Well, first thing would be... If you got a valid ID...
Valid for what?
Now, you need a vehicle to get through the... If you have transport clearance, like that, you just drive up, scan your ID, and roll right onto the elevator.
See you around.
Keep...
pense qu'ils ne sont pas prêts d'ouvrir.
Right. Hit the bumper. These were not my best moves.
Donc maintenant il me faudrait et la batterie et trouver l'oiseau.
Authorized citizen ID required.
Donc on va commencer par essayer de trouver l'oiseau, puisque apparemment c'est ça la prochaine étape. Alors, non, tu es rouge l'oiseau, tu n'es pas mauve. Moi je cherche un oiseau mauve. Et toi aussi tu es rouge, toi aussi tu es rouge. Mon Dieu, il n'y a que des os rouges ici. Bah non, c'est toi Big Steve. Alors, à pâté.
Come on, big fella. The bird's beak looked especially vicious. One particularly large and familiar bird stood out from the rest. The bird's beak looked especially vicious.
Alors, je l'emmène où?
The bird's beak looked especially vicious.
Si c'est que ça, moi je lui mets un grand coup de pied de biche sur la gueule. Hein. On va gagner du temps. Hein.
These were tough desert birds. Waving a crowbar around wouldn't faze them.
Alors on a quoi d'autre dans l'inventaire? On a petite biche, on a la canette. Ça marche pas.
The gang was too distracted. It was Big Steve, and it still had Ember's deet in its beak.
Ok, donc là de toute évidence il me manque un objet.
The gang was too distracted. The bird wasn't going to give up Ember's deet without a fight.
Il me manque quelque chose. Pourriez-vous vous laisser faire?
Come on, big fella. The bird's beak looked especially vicious.
Où est-ce que je peux bien les emmener? J'espère que j'ai un nombre infini de saucisses.
Come on, big fella.
The bird's beak looked especially vicious. It was Big Steve, and it still had Ember's deet in its beak.
Come on, big fella.
C'est un peu radical. Alors, elle est passée où, Choupette? Ah bah, elle est toujours bloquée là-bas.
Ember,
Hi again.
guess what I found?
A lot of nerve coming back here.
Nope. This.
What? My deed? I'll have that.
Sure, but how about I give you the deed in exchange for the citizen ID that's on it?
The deed for the ID, but
You wouldn't have it back if it weren't for me.
it wouldn't have been stolen if it weren't for you.
So we're even.
I suppose that's sort of fair.
Excellent. When do we start?
Have you got a U-chip?
Yes. My hand is still stinging.
Right then, let's get this over with, yeah? Pass me back my deed, Follow me over to my workbench.
Ember's deed had a citizen ID stored on it.
Sauf que la suivre jusqu'à son atelier va être compliqué, puisqu'en fait elle est empêchée par lui, là. Voilà. Ce qui met fin donc à notre session jeu. Tu veux pas genre te barrer, enfin faire un truc?
Looks like you're working pretty hard. Need a Spankles?
Oh, hey, man. That's super chill of you. But I'll just grab one myself.
Bon, si on va directement à l'atelier, est-ce que ça la téléporte? Je pense que non, mais bon.
A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires.
Got something for you, Hopsworth.
Is that one of those meaty whatsits from the nice old gen over there?
You bet it is.
Oh, I'm not...
Putain, mais barrez-vous, quoi. Elle peut pas passer parce que lui, il le bloque, et lui, il bouge pas parce que sûrement que elle le bloque aussi, quoi. C'est juste une blague. Et vu qu'on est dans un jeu d'aventure, je peux pas pousser ni l'un ni l'autre, quoi. Voilà, ils sont bloqués. Comme des débiles. Bon, si je recharge. Si on fait... ouais, mais si je fais sauvegarder là... Bon, c'était il y a 2 minutes. On sait jamais...
Work order received. Work order accepted.
Putain, ils sont toujours bloqués, c'est un sketch. Ah là là, bon, on va charger une avant. Alors, 22h16, oui, bah celle-là, oui.
There was a strange smell, and it was coming from the truck.
Ah, bouge pas, on va gagner des étapes.
It was a tire or modern art. I couldn't tell which.
Quoi, je peux encore parler au môme là-bas?
Push me.
Bah, tu m'aurais pas parlé, ce serait déjà fait en fait.
Pixel reminded me of a kid I knew growing up. Hey, Pixel.
Wanna push me?
Maybe later. Will you tell me where you're...
He's hiding in a bench in the garden. I told him I wouldn't tell no one, but you seem okay.
See you around?
Okay.
Allez, faut vite avant que les deux PNJ s'autobloquent.
Hello, Voxel. Shh. I wanted to ask...
How do you know about the monster?
Truth is, I'm a... Can you... Slow down. Did you... And... You...
Still alive, aren't I?
Did you...
I sure sounded like that.
This giant...
Oh, then, like a rat.
And...
Yeah. I'm hungry. Only that I heard them in...
Did it...
no, but you...
Don't worry, Voxel.
It would too.
And...
Yeah. I'm hungry.
And...
Yeah. I'm hungry.
Any...
Are you...
Shoot that.
You...
Thanks.
Fuck, but you can have it.
See you around.
Hey,
I could...
you missed me.
Voxel's giant dog sounded a lot like the stalker that had taken Milo. Now I was sure that the stalker had entered the city. There...
Ah oui, sauf que vu que j'ai pas parlé au vieux, j'ai pas avoir le droit de... Bon, on va parler au vieux.
Sir, excuse me. No. Nice.
That remains. Well,
no.
Only you're not the first I've heard talking about kid.
What?
No, that's it. Long story short, I could drive in. What?
And you...
there's guns guarding their main gate. Scott,
your name?
Well,
and
old Bruce is taking a turn for the worse.
You're trying...
they were trying...
and you...
No, so...
Have you...
Didn't... That muffin doesn't know a pan hard rock.
So,
you... The...
Oh?
Walla? That's it, lad. And remember the order.
Right. Hit the bumper. These were not my best moves.
Je vous interdis de vous bloquer à nouveau. Il va falloir que je recommence encore tout, quoi.
One particularly large and familiar bird stood out from the rest.
Ils s'en foutent de ma gueule, c'est quelque chose d'assez phénoménal.
Come on, big fella.
C'est bon, cette fois-ci, elle s'est pas bloquée avec son copain.
Hey, Amber.
Hi again.
Guess what I found?
A lot. What?
How?
You. Have you?
Yeah.
Right.
Ember's deed had a citizen ID stored on it.
You ready to do this?
I'm not entirely sure what this is.
You want that citizen's ID, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Just place your hand flat on the U-chip scanner. Over here on my...
Like this?
Yeah, good enough. Let me just line up the laser. Oi, keep your hand still or you'll lose it.
Is this gonna hurt?
No more than getting the chip installed in the first place. Right, just transferring the ID now. You may feel a slight pinch. What was that?
That wasn't supposed to happen?
There it is again. Must be... nothing. It must be nothing. Looks like his name was Graham. A fine, upstanding citizen.
Graham. Got it.
Good luck, Citizen Graham.
At last I had a citizen ID. I hoped that this was going to be my key to getting into the city.
Alors, est-ce que Graham a le droit d'utiliser ça?
Graham's ID was finally starting to get me places. The console seemed specialized. The power cell was completely wrecked. The power cell was completely wrecked.
Bon, on va lui donner le sandwich au môme.
Me again.
Hi.
Can I grab a nut?
Sorry, mister. That was the last one.
Food delivery?
Oh, yes. Do you want my crust?
You eat them. Warriors need their strength. Do you know how I can get in?
I already said. You need to get across the river and through the big doors.
See you around. The sign was directing me towards immigration.
Alors, tu veux pas prendre la batterie?
The U-chip I'd been given here now contained this Graham guy's ID.
On va retourner voir Hemsworth. Si je le retrouve. Monsieur? Monsieur, pourquoi je peux pas vous parler, monsieur? Ok, donc lui, j'ai plus le droit de lui parler. C'est sûrement qu'il va se passer un truc. Il faut le suivre. Lui, on peut plus lui parler. Eh ben, c'est pas cool.
The power cell was completely wrecked. Hey, Wendell.
Managed to get...
Just about.
Did you,
Sure.
That's right. Although... But it always... Anyway, what can I do for you?
Any other vehicle?
Me too, pal. But Bruce...
Listen. No.
Oh, have you asked those kids over by the plague?
Come on.
Oh, one. No kids round here. Sorry I can't help.
Want one of...
Oh.
I thought you loved...
Oh.
What?
Don't get high.
Sorry?
No scuffage.
Oh, I see. Suit yourself. So these mini-Ks...
Eh?
You said they contain some real meat.
Flay.
Yes, but... When the power cell is working...
Mini-K. But these city folk love a tagline.
How long...
Lost count, but they... nothing that a healthy chlorine wash won't fix.
Your mini-Ks are starting to...
I'm aged to perfection.
Any
Only... See... All right, pal. Didn't ask for your life story.
Mind if I take a look at the power cell?
Hobbs.
I had... Was the one that Wendell hoped would power his truck. Let me guess. Was that a while ago? How's it going, Wendell? That's the...
What's on your mind?
So all you need to get into...
Land snakes alive?
No, I got it.
Nothing down here, though.
I'll be back.
Alors, ce qu'on va faire, c'est qu'on va essayer de choper la batterie du petit robot. Pour ça, il faut retrouver le petit robot. Donc lui, on n'a plus le droit de lui parler. Comme ça, au moins, c'est réglé. La question, c'est où se balade ce petit robot. J'allais bien évidemment insérer une insulte choisie. Allez, t'es où?
How can I help?
The droid hovered obnoxiously.
Ah, je peux utiliser ça.
Do you drink?
Droids do not
Right.
protocol.
Excuse me.
Agreed.
I was going to have to get used,
Your body mass index is looking
and I feel great, like a...
negative. You are. How can I be of assistance?
Okay.
Citizen Graham?
He's not mine.
Ah, well, unregistered Gaplanders cannot enter Union City. Therefore,
What do you...
community well, I soup and got.
Well, you're...
Why, thank you. I'm the latest model, you know.
How do I get...
Only citizen.
But I am...
Then why are you outside the diagnostician Hobsworth? Is
Guess I got lost.
the same way you left.
Where can I enter?
Well, the doors here open.
What if I don't...
You'd need a
Is there...
Not anymore.
Bye for now.
On peut pas lui mettre un grand coup de biche sur le coin de la figure à lui là?
How can I help?
Qu'est-ce que tu me fais? Alors le pied biche, j'ai pas le droit.
Unidentified meat product.
It's a not...
Do I look like an...
A metaphysical symmetry of curvature. Man and machine. If that was art, I must have been missing something. Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out.
Donc à quoi me sert le scanner que j'ai pris à Choupi? Puisque je peux pas l'utiliser sur la batterie, que je peux pas l'utiliser sur le droïde.
What can you trade for some spankles?
Honestly, I actually...
Scanner, ça marche pas non plus. Ok, comment on fait avec la batterie?
How can I be of assistance?
Ah, il essaie de me parler à nouveau lui.
Hobsworth, was it?
Ah, hello again, stranger.
Wendell's power...
Oh man, you saw, huh? I don't...
Not convent...
Listen, don't tell Wendell. I'll fix it.
How are things going with Wendell's power set?
It's...
But how long until...
it's hard to say, but it's on my list.
Any updates?
Not yet, but I'll get onto it soon. Sorry.
About this...
Now, it makes me kind of uncomfortable, you know what I mean?
This may sound like a stupid...
If you...
Valid...
Now, if you just drive up, scan your...
See?
Keep...
The power cell was completely wrecked.
pense qu'il faut allumer ça. Je pense qu'il faut laisser ça ouvert. Pour qu'il y retourne à chaque fois. La question c'est comment on fait. Pour le forcer à réparer.
There was an empty space where the power cell should have been. My crowbar could do plenty of things, but powering a truck was not one of them.
Je vais voir si j'ai éclusé tous les sujets de conversation avec la môme. Où est-ce qu'elle est?
Hi.
Hi again.
I spoke to Voxel.
You what?
I think his monster...
Good for you. Won't be seeing him anytime soon. Nice one, Super Dad.
Voxel's a
Watch your mouth.
Pixel toe.
Mate, I don't know you, you don't know me, you don't know them. Stop asking questions, finish. Meanwhile, where's Pixel? Me and him need to have some words about stranger danger.
Do you know how I can get...
You try...
No.
Seems a good place to start.
Do you know how I can get...
You try...
No.
Seems a good place to start.
Thanks, Ember.
Bye now.
Error. UChip firmware outdated. Authority for vehicular access denied.
The firmware on my U-chip was out of date. I realized that I'd been sold a dud by Ember. One step forward, 2 steps back. I had a citizen ID, but my outdated U-chip firmware...
Dommage.
A statue of my old buddy Joey. I was sure Joey would help me find Milo, if I could just get back into the city.
Ah, il me manque un truc. J'ai parlé à tout le monde, j'ai fait tous les sujets de conversation avec tout le monde. Je manque d'idées. Je manque d'idées. Non, je m'en fous un peu de ton astuce là. que de toute façon, il faut lui tester le système d'astuce.
Hi.
Hi again.
Do you know how I can get into...
You try.
Yes, but it... apparently...
Oh, right. Must be running on new firmware. Much newer than the crappy...
What happened to the old...
No idea. Why would you even ask?
Either way, the ID you gave me doesn't...
Hey, listen, guy. It's your U-chip that's the problem. It's old.
Well, have you got any newer...
Nuh-uh. That U-chip is in you now. You'll need to run an update, but my guess is you can up...
And without the update, I appear to be...
Yikes. Could maybe hack the bridge. Never mind, forget I said anything.
Did you say...
Okay. So you know how everything here runs on Minos?
Minos?
That's right, when they upgraded they dumped the old... Smart shoes, smart toasters, smart light bulbs, smart fridges. Minos makes everything smart, smart, smart. Except the humans. Anyway, you know how Hobbsworth is always pointing his scanner at stuff?
Yeah?
That's his Minos scanner. Minos scanners let guys without any smarts figure out how machines work. Old Hobbsworth has all kinds of safeguards so he can't mess things up more when they break. But with a few modifications...
Can you do more than just diagnose Minos machines?
Much more.
Could I borrow your hacker? Is that a no? Could I maybe trade you something? Okay, so if you won't trade me for that hack...
For a price, and a whole lot of ink.
What do you mean?
For starters, you get me one of them.
You mean this?
Oh, you found one already?
It was just lying around...
He really should be more careful. Let's see what else you've got in that bag that might be worth my time, trouble, and effort.
I don't know if you can use this.
Okay, creepy. Whoa. Okay, this is some serious...
So it's a deal then. You'll hack the...
You betcha. Pleasure doing business with... Meet me at my workbench when you're ready.
T'as plutôt intérêt à pas te bloquer dans un mur, cette fois-ci.
Alright, one ember grade.
Thanks. So how do I...
You activate scan mode.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, well, that's the easy part. Now follow me. This is how I find hidden systems. They're all over the place. There you go. One just popped into range. Right, so this here is a diagnostic view of Minos.
Looks like it runs the vending machine.
No kidding. See those task nodes? The darker ones?
Yeah?
Well, unlike Hobbsy's little vanilla scanner, my hacker can swap them round. So let's see how smart you are. Want to give me an infinite supply of spankles?
Alors, comment ça marche? Bon, ça on peut pas le bouger. Ça par contre oui. Alors, comment on les bouge? Ça glisse pas. Faut pas les mettre sur le côté non plus.
You did it! You're smarter than you look. Okay, apply the hack and you'll be good to go. Alright, mate. Figure the rest out yourself. Oh, and try not to do anything too stupid, eh?
The power cell was completely wrecked. The console seemed specialized.
Ah oui, c'est vrai, faut sortir le machin. Ok. Petit robot, où es-tu? Ah bah non, faut rien faire avec le petit robot. Je suis beaucoup la déception. Ok, donc en fait fallait pas aider le vieux, fallait pas passer par le véhicule, fallait pas réparer la batterie. Très bien. Fausse piste. C'est bien quand les jeux mettent des fausses pistes. Ah si, bah faut... Ok, va peut-être falloir aider le vieux alors.
Excuse me.
Citizen Graham?
I just wanted to...
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm a 4YR droid. And 4YR droids are programmed to ask...
Have you seen a...
Gatland.
Gatland.
All Gatlanders...
He's quite...
Repeat, all Gatlanders look the same to me.
So you can't help me find...
No.
Do you know anyone else that...
You tried asking a human?
Depends what you're asking. 2CU looks...
That's right. Suppose I'd like to see her try and fix a bent shaft.
Those guns.
Ah, they're totally safe.
And if you don't?
Death by dis...
Ouch. You're not like that other droid across...
You mean to see your tin pot voice box?
And you're a...
Better, older, tougher. Underneath this steel skin lies the beating heart of a 13.7.
Wow.
Old tech, you see. Whereas that, flying full. But me, I can
Donc
go
en fait, si vous voulez falloir élever avec eux, il va juste falloir voler la batterie quoi.
What is it you're...
I recycle.
What?
First they get, then they go down.
And then what?
Well, they get recycled.
What kind of...
Important stuff. Really, really important stuff. So I've been...
You mentioned...
Correct.
Really?
It would fit in.
Like that?
Might do. Looks old enough.
Mind if I...
But I would cease.
That's taking a pretty pest...
Wouldn't you in my...
Think of it as a well...
Sounds more like death.
Any ideas on where I can get one of your powers?
Ah, sorry. Factory that made them and me shut down years ago.
What's beyond...
A corridor.
And...
The city.
Okay.
You don't.
Why not?
Because you are a pedestrian.
But they... Oh...
Yes, because it is a vehicle entrance.
How can I get...
They only open for registered transit vehicles. Good.
Industrial fumes pumped out of the spinning exhaust fan.
Voilà, on va créer une petite surchauffe, hein, des familles.
The conveyor appeared to be part of a waste recycling system. The pressure plate appeared to trigger the crane mechanism.
Alors... Poum poum poum. Ah mais en fait je peux pas le hacker quoi. Donc là on peut strictement rien modifier.
The large chute appeared to be part of a recycling process. Hello, Four-Wire.
All right, Citizen Graham. What do you want?
Thanks.
Oh.
Warning. Extreme measures will be taken against non-compliant pedestrians.
Can I interest you in this lukewarm can of Spankles?
Depends.
This one's...
Oh.
Piles of metal cans were crushed into one compact cube of aluminium. Piles of metal cans were crushed into one compact cube of aluminium.
Bon, j'ai joué avec le système de surchauffe.
Alert. Pedestrians now have only 10 seconds to comply. Lethal force authorized.
Industrial fumes pumped out of the spinning exhaust fan.
Ah, attends, c'était pas ça tout à l'heure.
Cargo! Let me down! You're risking the future of all the little kids!
I had a charged power cell. Wendell's truck had power, and with it, I had my ticket into the city.
The power cell replaced, the truck was good to go. Hey, Wendell.
Hello, stranger. How goes the battle?
I fitted your truck.
You did?
Hey, any check?
Typical. No one ever does any...
I just...
Oh, all right. Up in the back. You earned it.
You sure it's safe back here?
100%, lad.
I'll take your word for it.
Just watch out for me knackversts. I've lost enough business already. As far as I can take you, I'm afraid. You can catch a monopod into the city from over there.
Where are you going?
Straight to cargo. Gotta get these babies.
Quarantined?
Distributed.
Thanks for the ride, Wendell. Maybe see you again.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Outdated U-chip firmware detected. Firmware must be updated to use Union City facilities.
I was about to return to give Ember a piece of my mind when...
Transporting you to the nearest safety services.
The Stalkers had come into the city. But looking around, that didn't make any sense. This place was a paradise compared to the Union City I'd left all those years ago. Joey had certainly turned the place around. I had to find the Stalkers. And whoever he was, Graham was my only lead. I just had to sort out my U-chip problems first. Hello?
Good morning, Graham, Grundy. I trust you are well on this fine day.
Actually...
Aha! Have you tried Dijon bu-
Sounds...
That's... Now, Mr. Grund... Your firm... Let's get you... Go on. Place your hand on the platform.
Okay.
Well, that's...
What's very strange?
What's very strange?
You said that's very strange a moment ago. Something about my data.
I didn't. You said... What?
I only said it because you said...
Great. What else can I do?
There was something strange about the ID that I had acquired. Well, she may have lost the plot.
So is my firm...
It's sure... Now you can get back to being... I see you have 2 weeks of public voting to catch up on. Better find a terminal and hop to it.
What was the firmware update for?
Well, Mr. Grundy, your U-chip appears to be quite... It still had the... Frankly,
I've lived this...
You poor thing.
Would you mind scanning my U-chip?
But, great...
Humor me.
Okay. Well...
There, you just did it again.
Because you asked me...
I mean, you said...
I assure you that I have a...
It appeared that every time she tried to access my data...
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Can you try...
But...
Please ask...
Well...
What?
What?
That's...
Whatever was blocking my U-chip was disrupting her memory playback. Another...
I'm looking for a vehicle.
Well, a monopod station...
Are there any vehicles?
Polite request for disambiguation. By legs, do you mean...
I mean a vehicle with...
Do you mean a skateboard or...
You are no...
I'm here to help.
I'm still very curious.
As am I, sir.
No.
Very well. Forgetting you mentioned it has been recorded for training purposes.
Listen, I don't...
I'm here...
Okay.
And from which...
He was from out...
I can only help you locate citizens.
Can you tell me everything...
Joey was pivotal in the... If you would like to learn more about Joey's role in the rebirth of Union City... Is there anything else I can help you with?
To be more specific...
Oh,
No, a vehicle. Forget it. Where can I find...
They're everywhere. You can't throw a bilby without hitting a...
Why would I want to...
I know. They're so cute.
Tell me about...
The temperature is a perfect 296 degrees.
296 degrees? In what unit?
Kelvin, obviously. What else would it be?
Ça aurait pu être pire, hein. Ça aurait pu être du Fahrenheit. Alors si c'est en Kelvin, ça veut dire qu'il fait 23 degrés. 23? Ouais, c'est ça, 23.
I'm looking for a... He is... No. That...
I can only help you locate citizens. 38.
38% it...
Get it before it's gone.
I need to What? If you...
But if I'd found him, then he would...
His name...
Good news. While you were chatting, I checked our records and there are no missing children.
Can you tell me...
The council was formed as a... The council? Ministry of Plenty? Would you like to know more?
I think I need...
Polite suggestion. A complete... Is there anything else I can help you with?
How can I speak to...
Communication with the council.
Right.
Well, I'm sure if you saw one of them wandering about...
That's more like it.
The council resides within... I'm sure you understand.
So Joey is...
When the city was ready to be ruled democratically, If you... Is there anything else I can help you with?
Thank you.
Was I helpful?
Yes.
Would you like to fill out a survey?
Yeah.
Excellent. Question. Are you satisfied?
Whoops. Gotta go.
Now that I'd dealt with my U-chip problem, I needed to find out more about my new identity. Graham Grundy.
Hey.
I'm not too...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, so we all look alike, do...
Now hold on. You have to admit...
My name is 1CU. One...
Oh, so is 2CU like an upgrade? Like a...
You're speaking to the first, an original, a numero uno community welfare droid.
Tell me about the...
The council guides the ministries, and through them, Union City. Everybody...
Sure.
They...
Oh, yes. They look after us by day, and...
Sounds like they're popping.
Everybody
Everybody?
Oh, yes. And they love us back.
Even me?
Even you, sir.
So how do I
You don't need to, sir. Your Minos profile tells...
What if I want to talk...
In person?
Let me guess.
Now you're getting it.
Tell me about
Before my...
You must know some.
He brought the city out of...
Then the council.
Precisely.
Tell me about you.
That's the piazza.
What's the point?
It's a fact that people like being around, and I'm sure...
I wouldn't know.
Anyway, Union City happiness is at an all-time...
Anything interesting going?
Why, it's an annual celebration in which...
Aspired?
Aspire.
Wait.
Of course. As eyes on the ground make Joey proud.
So, Joe...
As I say, I know little about the great Joey. For more information, check out the museum.
I really would like to know what happened.
And the museum in the piazza is the perfect place to...
I really would like to know.
And the museum in the piazza is the perfect place...
No.
Well, the piazza is a strictly pedestrian...
Do you...
There...
Real...
Here...
What?
Ha! Not to worry, sir. You won't see that sort of...
You...
Definitely.
There haven't been...
Why would anyone do that?
I...
And the museum in the piazza is the perfect place...
Hey.
For you, sir, I have all day.
What do you do here?
My name is... And it is my pleasure to serve the wonderful people of...
And...
Well, social climbers can bring their...
And then...
I use this machine here to customize the hologram projected on the bro. Isn't that fun?
It's a real parade. What is an aspirate?
A special wearable reward, courtesy...
Yes, but what...
The brooch permits entry to areas around the... such as the old hit. It also tells your fellow citizens how great at gathering kudos you are.
How can I get my hand?
You didn't receive...
I don't think so.
That's because Aspiration Brooch, you need an awful lot more...
Maybe next month.
Sure. Or year, perhaps. Only if they ask first, then...
And you...
Now you...
Sounds simple enough. I'll see you later.
Calling all social climbers. Customize your aspiration brooch here. Calling all social climbers. Customize your aspiration brooch here.
C'est pas du tout ce que je voulais faire. Voilà.
Please dispense all waste in the bins provided.
Alors, maintenant que c'est upgradé.
I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
Oui, c'est une canette rouge.
Milo's trail was running cold. I needed to check out Graham's home.
Hooray! Another customer. Please scan your U-chip to place an order.
Alors.
One fresh premium Spankles. Please take your Spankles before ordering another one.
Apologies, but this is the VIP lounge. You do not currently hold the required kudos value.
J'ai voulu rentrer directement dans une zone VIP, j'avais rien à y foutre. Du coup, je ne sais pas comment en sortir. Je suis beaucoup la déception.
Now that I'd resolved my outdated U-chip problem, it was time to look deeper into my alter ego, Graham.
Alors... Bon, on est arrivé en ville, donc je propose de sauvegarder puis de finir, de continuer une prochaine fois. Sachant qu'on aura aussi un autre jeu à tester, pour le coup, un Devolver Digital, mais qui joue uniquement en multijoueur, donc je sais pas trop comment ça va se passer pour le test, on va voir. En attendant, bah moi, comme d'habitude, je vous souhaite